Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
16 things not to do in Germany.
Good. Alright, number one, you should never recycle, run, or throw away your Pfand.
For fun!
So Germany is a pretty green country and people tend to take their recycling pretty serious. So if you're here, you should not just throw everything in one bucket, but separate it between plastic, metal, paper, rest, and all that good stuff. I don't even know how many there are.
So fund is a deposit where you pay a little extra on bottles or cans.
Oh, because I was wondering what font is. I guess that's the deposit, the answer. But yeah, we saw this. Remember when we did the dating show, not show, but like the video? They said that the neighbors be looking through the windows into making sure you put it in the correct thing. That's interesting. I mean, I get it. It's good, you know.
We usually return them at a little machine in the supermarkets where you get a voucher and your money
fun.
back for doing a good thing. So never throw away your fun bottle. For fun.
I mean, I feel like that's a good incentive to incentivize people to recycle too. You know, you get a little cash back. And also, homeless, they can go collect trash, collect the bottles, go and make some money too. At least in Lithuania, that's what some homeless would do. They would go collect the bottles, and they would, go, a couple euros here and there.
Number two, you should never drive on the left or the middle lane of the Autobahn. There's actually a law in place that requires you to drive on the right lane on the Autobahn at all times, unless you're overtaking somebody. So if
I wish there was a law here too. This is so frustrating. That the left lane should always be for passing only.
They kind of do it here.
On the 75, yes.
When there's two roads, yes. But when there's so many lanes, people, it's a mixed batch.
This is a very good law. I do miss this.
I wonder in other countries if they
all
have
Europe is like that.
Oh, like I'm thinking like in other countries aside from Europe, they have some sort of like what do you call that? A code of what you do on the road.
if you're not planning to go super fast and overtake a lot of people, you're required to drive on the right lane. So don't drive in the middle or the left lane slowly and block traffic, because people will get aggressive.
And honk. Number three, don't walk in the bicycle lanes. In Germany, there are a lot of different bicycle lanes in and out of the city, and especially in student towns, there'll be a lot of bikers. So don't walk in them. Walk in the pedestrian zones or a sidewalk.
And
that's what they're
in New
for.
York, how they try to get people to respect pedestrians and those who use alternative means of transportation aside from riding cars, is that they issue tickets if you even put your car in the bike lane. Not allowed to do that.
Same here.
Number four, do not address strangers using their first name. It is kind of funny, but in Germany for the word...
But how would you know their first name if they're a stranger?
I think it's like formal and informal with tu and vu.
No, that part I understand, but the first name you would the definition of a stranger is somebody you don't know, so how would you know their first name?
You know, when you're talking like in those languages where you have to conjugate, the way you conjugate the word is the level of what you're putting them as, tu or vu.
Right. No, I get the tu or vu part.
No,
I
but even when you're talking to them, you're pretty much talk formal to them. You don't.
I understand that. I'm just saying. Never mind. I get what you're saying.
If you address somebody, we have two versions. There is du and there is sie. And sie is a polite version. It also implies that sie, you're on a last name basis. So that is the polite version to use. And if you meet somebody for the first time, or especially an elder person, you use the polite form. You do not use their first name. You are on a last name basis and use the sie instead of the du. And if you get to know a person very well and you're on a friend basis, on a first name basis, then it's fine to use the first name and the du. Du Diana.
Diana. Number five, don't use public transportation without a ticket. A lot of the public transportation systems are controllable, and there'll be men and women who just appear once the ride has started to check on everyone to see if they have a ticket.
Yeah,
it could be a lot.
The fines are usually kind of high or out of proportion with the ticket prices.
Yeah.
Because they don't always check, but it could be your luck the day they check you don't have it, and then they'll ask you for your information, your address, to send you a ticket by mail. I've seen one time a person give a fake address because they ask you for some sort of ID.
Yeah.
So out of it, I've seen just people give fake address.
But you have to have fake ID ready though.
No, you don't have to even show you. So you don't have your ID.
You're required to have your ID at all times.
So,
I mean, you're required to have it. If you don't have it, what they going to put you in
yeah,
prison?
the next step is now to hold the person hostage.
Yeah, but you are technically required to have it.
Most of the time, they don't want to escalate it to that far.
Yeah.
I have in my mind is 60 euros, but nowadays it might be even more, like 80 or 100.
It's not worth it.
Okay, number 6, and this is a little bit more of a serious one. You should never show the Nazi salute or joke about Nazis in Germany. Of course, because of the history in Germany, it's kind of a forbidden thing to do, and most of the Germans nowadays...
I feel like Germany, given though they have this history, nowadays they do their best to repair that image, to repair that relationship.
I think that's very admirable. That they're like so.
I respect that a lot.
Yeah, that's very.
That speaks a lot to character, because oftentimes what people will do is they pretend it never happened. But it seems that Germany makes it an effort, a very conscious effort, to never forget and to be mindful of others. That even in their constitution, they start with the recognition that we don't forget.
Yeah, that's something America could take a page out of Germany's book too. From that you know, some things you don't pretend it didn't happen. You acknowledge it happened and you try to correct it. I think that's honestly that's worth applause. Where my applause?
Where's the applause for Germany? Germany, love you for that. And then on top of that, here, like everyone else, they kind of make jokes about the Holocaust and stuff like that, which is kind of sad. You shouldn't
jokes?
Yeah, you never seen jokes. Like they'll say, like they'll make light and say jokes of it in the sense of effort of comedy. I've seen that, but it seems like in Germany.
In Germany.
No. You've never seen that before? I've seen it before.
I don't want to say never. I don't recall.
So kind of raised by this post-World War II anti-Nazi generation. If another person comes to the country and does anything Nazi-related, it's so out of our minds that it's so weird that the world still thinks that. So that's quite offensive, and you should never...
probably do the mustache, they'll try to dress and act, or do things like that's what I mean.
Ever do that. And by the way, the same thing also applies to sing the old version of the national anthem. And I think around the world a couple of people still think that might be it. And it's the one with the Deutschland, Deutschland über alles. That is the Nazi anthem. You're not allowed to sing that anymore. The real one is Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit, blah, blah, blah. That's the newer national anthem, and that's the only one that's supposed to be sung in Germany.
Number 7, don't gossip in English in public. Most Germans have a very decent grasp.
I think because, they understand the English, so if you think you're talking shit about somebody, they understand it.
In English?
So like if you learn Lithuanian, we can go talk shit about everybody in Germany, because the likelihood is low, but in English. Or if I learn Creole.
Of English, and they'll probably understand you. I know it's very common when people go to other countries, they tend to gossip in another language. I
don't know if you can gossip in English anywhere, period. I don't think English is that language to gossip in.
I've heard it spoken in different languages all the time, and it's a little uncomfortable and embarrassing when other people understand you. So to avoid uncomfortable situations like that,
don't be fake.
Behind their back.
Number 8, you should never disrespect the German quiet hours.
This is wild.
So
the quiet hours?
Yeah.
No, this is good. I like
this. This is wild because they have like even lunch break.
Oh, the lunch break is interesting, but they said because people take naps, so just...
Or rather every night from 10 p.m. till 6 or 7 a.m. the next morning. In Germany, by law, there are quiet hours. So you're not supposed to like play loud music, do construction or anything.
That's not just Germany. We have them too. It's we have them. At night you're supposed to be. I like it. I mean, it's good.
I have no issues. I never would be a violator in the first place.
Thing like that. Most of the country kind of abides by that rule, which means there's very little noise pollution during the night when you're trying to sleep or relax, and I think it's a kind of a nice thing. So if you do that, the Germans probably will call the police on you because they think they're in the right, and they do that and the police knocks and like, turn it down. Never ever disrespect the quiet hours. Alright, so before we continue with the video, we want to take a quick moment to remind you guys, please go and like the video. It helps us out a lot. We're still a small channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. I can see that about 8% of the viewers are not subscribed to the channel. Also, if you want to further support us, you can do that on Patreon. We have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Diana.
I wish I was that small.
Thank you so much.
Credit card payment.
And back to the video.
So number 9, don't solely rely on credit card payments. In Germany, there's still a lot of things that are pretty cash-based, and sometimes your credit card will be rejected from a stall or bakery or a vendor. So it's important to note and make sure you have cash on you. So number 10, don't expect small talk. If you're from the South and you're used to the good old Southern American small talk.
In Germany now, or like?
I think so, because he's German. I think she lives with him in Germany.
Oh.
That's not going to happen, and it's not trying to be rude. It's just a cultural difference. So don't expect to chat with a random stranger about the weather or something.
Number 11. Do not expect free water anywhere.
If a German was to talk to you, is it not small talk? Is they really want to talk to you?
I think if they would want to talk to you, it's probably like they ask, like they're maybe not familiar with the area. They're like, oh, how do I get there, or something like that.
Oh.
Or like, do you know where this is? Maybe something like that. I would think like, I don't think it would be like, oh, how your day is going, you know, oh, what are you up to today? Like, well, not that type of stuff.
So if you're used to the American way, you go to a restaurant and the waiter comes right away with a nice bucket of cold-ass water and refills you for free all evening long. That is not a thing in Germany, and you should not expect that. I think it's quite of a dumb thing, but water in German restaurants is quite expensive and most of the times even bubbly.
Sprudelwasser.
So it's good quality water, because here they just give you tap.
Guys, do you have to pay for tap water too? Because paying for the bottled water is completely understandable. I don't think bottled water should be free.
Because it tastes filtered, it's clean.
But tap water,
because here they only give you like the tap water.
I do believe tap water should be free anywhere though. I don't think there's no reason to charge for tap water.
It has taste of chlorine.
Some places you could actually ask for tap water and potentially get it for free,
but
a lot of places don't even do that, and if they do, it might be a little frowned upon, but in general, you should not expect free water everywhere. Number 12. Do not enter a house with your shoes on. So all around Germany, it's pretty common to take off your shoes if you enter somebody else's house, or at least you...
Yeah, that's just common sense.
You should ask if you should take your shoes off. And sometimes they say, no, you don't have to. But a lot of times, people take their shoes off right at the entrance, leave them there. And
when people ask, okay, should I take off my shoes? It's like...
They don't want to.
They don't want to. They expect me to say... The polite thing to say is, no, you could keep your shoes on. That's the polite thing.
Yeah, no. You should take your shoes
But
off.
when you go into someone's home, automatically you're supposed to know the
drill.
You should know the drill, like you're at your mama's house. Okay, don't act brand new.
Yeah.
You know the deal. Take off your shoes.
I feel like that's just basic manners.
That's basic manners.
then just walking around in your socks.
Leave your dirty shoes in the front.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious how many of the households do that. I would say the majority of the households in Germany do that thing and do not walk around with their shoes on. Maybe let us know in the comments below if you had to take your shoes off at your parents' house or how you do it at the moment.
Yes, we take our shoes off in Lithuania and here in the States.
Mm-hmm. So number 13, don't give advance birthday wishes. Even
I think I told you this in Lithuania too, that you don't celebrate birthday before.
And if it's a day before someone's birthday and you will not see them on their birthday, do not wish them a happy birthday.
It's not their birthday yet.
I learned that after coming to Germany. You are not allowed to wish them a happy birthday until on their birthday or after their birthday.
Yeah, and I was surprised to learn in the US that a lot of people do that actually.
Some people will have a party a week in advance if that just works with their schedule.
So much bad luck.
Yes, that's bad luck.
No, in Lithuania, yeah, but I don't believe in it. It's just to me, it's like, if I'm not gonna see you, I'll have a great birthday. That's it. Like, like
your friend did that.
Yeah, I don't have a.
That's
to me,
yeah.
That's a
Number
superstition.
14 is kind of a very serious one. You should never, ever expect to be dressed in a sauna or on every beach. Alright, this is kind of a funny one. We just wanted to throw that in there. In Germany, in a sauna, usually you are naked. You go in with a towel and then you take it off or whatever, but you are actually not allowed to wear any clothing.
Oh, you're not allowed. Ooh, I didn't know that. I mean, for us in Lithuania too, it's custom. You really go without clothes, just with a towel. Here, though, people are a little self-conscious, I guess, because they do go with clothes on. Yeah.
If you wear clothing in there, people can get the whatever security or supervisors, and they'll throw you out.
It's that serious? Wow.
You must be naked.
Yeah, there are also parts of beaches in Germany that are especially for nakedness, nudity.
Beaches.
Yeah, nude beaches. We got FKK, Freikörperkultur. And on these beaches, you have to be naked. It's not allowed to wear any clothes.
Like fully naked?
Yeah, fully naked.
Yeah, so you have to go to a nude beach or a nude sauna, but I'm open to it.
Oh. Do you have any concern?
Why? Just gonna be all bunch of older people. So number 15,
I think so,
don't
too.
abandon.
It's very rare for it to be young people.
I think young people are just overall more comfortable being. They just give less fucks. So yeah.
In your shopping cart. I feel like in the US sometimes
Me,
there'll be
if I have
shopping
a little
carts.
bit showing,
What do you mean?
if I show a little bit, I have to cover up.
Oh, I mean, I would. How I would go into a sauna, I would put a towel, and that's it. I wouldn't take a towel like that, because some guys just take it off and let the balls in. I wouldn't do that, but I would just. And that's how. Literally, that's what you just said. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, they just. I wouldn't do that. I would just be with the towel. Yeah, I would just
the
go with the
etiquette
towel.
if you ask, okay guys, I'm about to take off my towel.
There's no etiquette. Like, etiquette is to you just naked. It's hot.
Spread throughout the parking lot, and it'll just be like a shopping cart ghost town.
For me,
in Germany, that
it's
is not.
different when it's like I don't know, with the girls, like in our locker room, it's okay. But I feel like, cause I don't know, I feel like it's different.
Okay, so you need a coin to access a cart, and you also want your coin back. So you have to return the cart to get your coin back. And it's a good system, it's nice, and there's not abandoned shopping carts everywhere.
And our last point number 16, is in Germany, you should not jaywalk.
We ain't in New York City.
Yeah, but we're kind of in Berlin, so let's say you should not, but a lot of people still do it. Although I think the majority of the people kind of follow the rules and they do not jaywalk. You should always cross where the little traffic light is, and then
especially
only
if they have fast speed.
No, Autobahn, there's no people.
In regular streets.
Regular street is
Regular
same as
street?
here. Same speed as here.
The red one, and it's not that hardly persecuted, but you can actually get fined if you get caught in the act jaywalking.
I mean, theoretically, you can get fined here too, but I never
You
seen.
do.
I never seen.
Signs,
Yeah,
signs
right. It's
You
illegal.
will
But
get a ticket.
I never seen nobody. I never heard nobody get a ticket for
They say,
jaywalking.
So police you get to, I don't know how much it is, 5, 10, 20 euros, something like
What do you think the officer's gonna do?
Put you to jail.
Exactly.
that. So you should not jaywalk in Germany. Alright, so those were our 16 things that you
Alright, cool.
should not do if you go to Germany.
Hey guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.